I thought I was recording and wouldn't. Y'all, y'all. Woo. This morning, I woke up. It was like 3 or 4. It was like 3 going into 4 o'clock when I watched the last skit. So the first skit from last night, I want to discuss the Amber and Anthony skits from last night. So the first one we get um, Shayla calling, and saying that she needed him to pick up Kai from the mama house. And then, I really thought that we were going to see something different. But, I ain't going to question the writers. I'm going to go with the process. I thought that we were going to see Anthony bring the baby back to the house. But he took him home or whatever. She's sitting on the couch. She's still making these mean slugs, which is really getting old. But when he got back to that house with his wife Amber, amen. Oh my God, that was a powerful skit. I have been waiting to see some type of real remorse from Anthony, not just the I can't believe you still with me after all I done to you, and I wish that it. But last night we got some prayer. We got prayer from Anthony last night. And I'm telling y'all, ain't nothing like a praying man. I think a lot of us are forgetting in real life. In real life, or the way things were ordained is for the woman to follow her husband if the husband is following Christ. So it's been out of order, in Skitland, because Amber been following Anthony, but we ain't really just seen Anthony following Christ. And so when he prayed last night, it was just so powerful. And when he held her, man, it's something about when your woman going through something, whether it's something you put her through or something she's going through at work or she's going through with the kids. It's something about when a man holds you and lets you cry. I remember one of my best relationships, somebody I will love until the day I die, whether we're together or not. But I remember when I lost back-to-back within a year, 2 of my favorite aunts. And he let me just cry on his shoulder. I was so depressed, and it just took me to a place I had never been before in life. And it was days he would just come in and he would just hold me. He wouldn't try to, have sex, or he wouldn't try to tell me, get up and get yourself together. He would just hold me. What you want to eat? What can I get for you? And that's love. Until I came out of it. And I don't mean to stop y'all. I had to look at my eyebrows. Yes, y'all, I got the eyebrows arched. Yes, Lord. I was beginning to look like Harry Belafonte. I'm working on it. I got on right before I get my hair done wig. I done stopped in the middle of the thing. I got ADHD, y'all. I do skip around. So anyway, back to the script. Lord, that prayer from Anthony when he held her. But the dangerous thing, after looking at the skit this morning, his brother Dante, my big brother Dante, said, Dante Reviews, check it out, like, share, and subscribe. He almost at that 10,000 mark. Well, brother Dante said, you got to be careful when you tell God to put something on you that somebody else is going through. Because this morning when he was sitting on that couch with that look on his face when Amber came out in her lovely orange, Amber be dressing, I had to put on my all white today because I feel redemption coming in the world and Skitland and in my life. Amen. But when Amber came out there, it's like she had that renewed refreshness about herself, like a weight, amen, or a burden had been lifted off of her. Whereas Anthony, he looked like Amber had been looking on the porch for months. He looking worried. He looking a little like, man, what I'm going to do and how do I deal with what I've done? He is truly taking on that burden. But if he has taken on what's on Amber, Amber ain't never been no punk. So I hope that the Lord put a little bit of not being a punk on him too. To put a little, we can see Detroit Anthony, spirit come on him. But this morning when when she talked about unmerited favor, when she talked about God's grace when you know you done wrong. Y'all don't know, a lot of people are so critical in the reviews and everything when it comes to Anthony and in regards to everything he went through. God, men don't deal with stuff like women do. Women, we've had to deal with so many things back from slavery, which they want to erase from the textbook records. Being the black woman being raped, but still had to get and go cook food for her husband and her family, or boy children or bear children by her slave master and still love that child. Actually breastfeed master's wife kids because she didn't have the ability to do so. The black woman has always been given obstacles that are insurmountable. And the black man has that burden too, but it's a different type of burden. The black man is taught to hold it in and look like nothing's wrong. The black man uh, in recent years has some of the highest suicide rates because the black man is told to hold it all inside and smile and keep doing business as usual. But the black man goes through a lot too in life. And we need to recognize that within our own households. This is not just a skitland thing. And when I tell people, or when I may say in the comments, or I show Anthony's past or whatever, Anthony is a man who has been scorned. And we can even take it back through childhood. They never said Anthony was broke as a child. His dad probably did, financially was there. But something happened in his childhood that traumatized him. You know how many black men were beaten as kids? Because they cried or because they showed emotion, told not to show emotions. I think we're going to be introduced to Anthony's father real soon. And I think that Anthony's father, I hope they get David from Having and Have Nots. To Country Wayne, that would be a good daddy for Anthony. And Having and Have Nots, if y'all watch that, David on Having and Have Nots, look it up. He would be a good father for Anthony. That would be a good one. Amen. So, but I think we're about to see what's the history of it. I have to give if you give Amber a pass and see the woman of God that Amber is now, y'all got to give Anthony some grace. Unmerited grace. He don't deserve it. But when she said that unmerited grace, it touched my spirit. Because as good as I think I may be to people, and as much as I want people to win and I love people, have I always been on the up and up? Have I always done things according to the way the word says? No. God's still working on me to this day. I have a potty mouth. I curse a lot. Sometimes I can hold a grudge. And God dealt with me last year. I was, in 2024, I went through one of the deepest depressions in my life. And when I went through it, I lost my job. I felt like I lost everything. I lost the people who I felt like I would have ride or died for. I lost the people that I genuinely loved and cared about. I lost those people. They didn't die. They just left. The checking up on me. And I'm not talking about I'm talking about people who are close to you, people you talk to every day, people that you would and did and have and probably still will stick up for, stand up for. I felt so alone. And in their defense, they may have been going through stuff too, and maybe I just didn't know it. But in my time, I felt like I didn't have anybody. But it was the strangers. It was the strangers that showed up for me. It was the strangers. It was the people that I probably once called shiesty, or I probably thought they weren't really my friend, for real. Those were the people that came to my house and picked me up when my car got repossessed. Those are the people that said, Shane, you and John good. You need something to eat. Those are the people who were there for me in that time, and I'll never forget them. But sometimes it's the one closest to you, like the snake Shayla, the one she threw the elaborate baby shower for after the first baby shower didn't go right. That's the one. The one that she spoke life into several times. The one that she rolled for several times. Those are the snakes that come to bite you. Y'all, if y'all go back, rewind, 1:14:24. If y'all look at that video, y'all, Anthony did not consciously go into cheating with Shayla. He didn't go into it, I'm going to sleep with my wife. Even in his drunken state, that woman took her hand and put it on his breast and squeezed it for him. Even in his drunken state, he said, this is wrong, this ain't right. And then, his other brain started talking, and he was like, say, dog, we don't need to do this. And then the other brain, she kept calling him. But I'm going to say this, y'all. I don't know if the writers will go here because, all my predictions don't be right. But I don't think that first night that he even slept with her. I think we all know sometimes dudes can get so drunk that they are unable to perform. They'll talk all that, girl, I'm going to tear you up when I get home. Girl, I'm going to stand up in it. And then when they get to the bed, they pass out. As drunk as Anthony was, I don't think that he slept with her. I mean, it's too juicy and too good for them to take it. But if ReRe was a writer, I might do a segment if ReRe was the writer. If ReRe was the writer, I would let it come out that Shayla and Anthony indeed never slept with each other. If ReRe was the writer. Because I think he was drunk that night. We all know that Shayla is delusional and a liar. And when they woke up in that bed the next day, when Anthony told her to get out of his house, and he reminded her, you supposed to be my wife's best friend? Get out of my house. She said, the way you were with me last night, and you told me to come up here. Lie number one. He did not tell her to come to the bedroom. She walked up the stairs and enticed him as he was talking to his other, brain. He did not tell her to come up there. So, y'all, I'm telling you, if ReRe was the writer, I don't think they slept together. I don't think they slept together. That second time, we know they slept together. And I think that she was on a mission, and she went out there to find somebody to get her pregnant. Either it was an old sneaky link that she linked up with, or something. But at some point, Shayla slept with somebody else. I don't know why in the back of my brain, this Stacy dude, something telling me that this Stacy dude could also be a part of this Kai story. I don't know. The Stacy dude that's with Dalen's girl Noelle, friend with the podcast. Stacy got red hair. Everybody with red hair, I'm looking at sideways. Okay? He's a potential father of Kai. If the writers don't give us nothing else, they got to give us that. Well, it's been 12 minutes. I try not to do my ReRe reviews as I'm, I got to, oh, Lord, let me go ahead and go a little faster because of, I'm sitting up here talking to y'all and I'll be late to work. But I'll talk to y'all later. And yes. The next skit, I want to see Kai's room at the Daltons. That's going to tear him up. That's going to eat him up there. That baby, he ain't gonna want to go home no more to play on the couch. He finna have a whole room. It's I think it's 2 bedrooms at Shayla's house. Why she ain't made a real room for Kai? She keep on calling it her house, and you ain't even made no baby room for him. He's at the age now, he's a toddler. He walking. Why he ain't got a little race car room or something? You asking for $3,000 a month for what? For the baby to play in the living room? And play in the sink? Get that baby the room of his dreams and let him come over and play. And then after we find out that the baby is not your husband's, we can convert it into your nursery. Amen. Well, I'll talk to y'all later, and ReRe is out.